Start. Und jetzt alles für Zhao abklappern. Und dann geht's weiter im Text. Ja.
Hello?
It's Date, Kiryu. You remember the place I brought you to the other night?
Ah.
Yeah, I think so.
Come by when you're free. I'm drinking all alone at the bar.
Okay. But pace yourself till I get there.
Don't keep me waiting too long then. Might overdo it.
Okay, da bin ich auf jeden Fall dabei. Sau gibt Gas.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? It's so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Thought it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasuga-kun.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
All right.
Thanks.
Ein Reisbällchen. So, wo war der andere? Die Frage. Das ist jetzt mein Glück wurscht. Und zwei Dinger wieder. Saus kleine Welt.
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat, huh?
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Things are going well.
Well, you picked a nice one. Thanks.
Gacha-Abenteuer mit Zhao.
Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happened here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plans? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging me. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. All right.
Okay, da ist noch was. Also gehen wir hier hin, dann gehen wir nach unten, dann gehen wir sofort zum Futtern und okay. Erotic Shop. Okay. Ein bisschen runter. Was versteckt sich denn hier? Ein Silberteller. Sau der Schnäppchenjäger.
There's a pretty rad pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop there.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
Things are going well.
So. Dann gehen wir erst dahin, dann gehen wir da runter. Das ist der Plan jetzt erstmal. Wiegt sich auch kein Stück, der Junge. Hier gibt's nichts. Okay. Dann runter zum Erotic Shop. Ja. Genieße einfach die Show.
Caught some TV last Sunday morning. There was a new Sentai show on. Kinda drew me in, to be honest. I watched it till the end.
Oh, I totally get it. The stories are elaborate, the actors are young and hot. My coworkers watch it too.
You know how people would always say the enemy should attack while they're transforming?
Ugh, yeah.
Hey, you're not supposed to care about that. Just suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, that's true. But I figure you're in a fight and the guy starts flashing and changing shape. I'd be scared shitless. Wouldn't want to get near him either. Guy starts tweaking out in a real fight, that's when you back away.
You know, that's a pretty good point.
For something so ridiculous, it's an awfully logical argument.
Ich wollte mal gucken. Zhao ist erst 20, okay, dann kann man 25 hoch. Davon ist das Büro des Serial-Clans, da halte ich lieber Abstand. Aber verrückt, dass das Hauptquartier des Tojo-Clans jetzt die Niederlassung des Serial-Clans in Tokio ist. Als Unterstützer der großen Auflösung habe ich vielleicht nicht das Recht, das zu sagen, aber dass es den Tojo-Clan nicht mehr gibt, schmerzt mich schon. Immerhin stand er an der Spitze der Unterwelt. Die Gesellschaft wäre ohne die Yakuza besser dran. So viel weiß ich. Daigo hat sich ja mit dieser Entscheidung gerungen. Wenn ich daran denke, was er durchgemacht hat, wirkt meine Einsamkeit fast lächerlich. Daigo, Watase und die anderen haben die richtige Entscheidung getroffen. Das will ich mit Stolz sagen können.
This brings back
Deswegen
memories.
muss ich tun, was ich kann, um zu helfen. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Futterrestaurants. Ja, warum nicht? Süße
Yeah,
Nostalgie.
they're rebooting lots of anime from when I was a kid lately.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. I like when they bring back stuff I wasn't into originally.
So it's new to you, but still feels nostalgic? Yeah.
Of course, now when they recast all the big sister types, I realize all the new actresses are younger than me now.
Huh. Self-pity train pulling into station.
It's just strange, being older than a girl you looked up to.
Well, I just think of it from the protagonist's perspective. A big sister is someone you can always look up to, no matter your age.
Well said, Psycho. Namba, you should listen to her.
Yeah, why does it feel like I struck a nerve there?
Von dem hier. Das sollte wieder scharfes Kinki. Ach. Entschuldigung. Sound das Unbekannte.
A UFO or... No, just a plane. Oh well.
You disappointed?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Oh. I'd ask something like, what are you into?
Sounds like you're on a blind date.
Damn, Kiryu-san. You always know just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance. Interstellar diplomacy, you know.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Ah, humor me a little. What would you ask an alien?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Guess it really is a blind date.
All right.
Gut. Wie gesagt, Fressalien und da ist auch wieder so ein... Ah. War ich da nicht vorhin? Egal. Erstmal die Fressalien abchecken. Was war das gerade? Ah. Stickstoffspray.
Oof. I should have eaten first.
Hier haben wir erstmal alles. Okay. Stehen wie Bäume, Junge. Ist auch nichts. Ah, Omelette Hayashi Reis. Fragezeichen.
That's good.
This omurice is next level. So tender.
Yeah? The chef's got great technique. They sure know their stuff.
Whenever I see omurice, I'm always reminded of the maid cafe that I used to visit with a former coworker.
Oh, right. How could you not associate maid cafes with omurice? The maids draw on it with ketchup for the customers.
But from your tone, it doesn't sound like you had a good experience with it.
That's not it. Considering my age, I just feel like I embarrassed myself when I did the little chant, you know? The one that supposedly makes the food taste better.
Okay.
By the end of it, I wanted to crawl into a hole and disappear. Oh, I cringe hard each time I remember it.
I forgot that you can be kind of self-conscious like that, Nanchan.
To improve the taste. Wait, what's this chant you mentioned?
Yeah, there are words you chant in unison with the maid while you make a heart with your hands. Well, you know about it too, right, Kiryu-san?
Huh?
Wird lecker, ich weiß, du kannst das. Rase sind cool, Rase sind super. Na los, wird lecker, bitte, bitte, bitte.
Omurice is good. Omurice is great. Omurice is good. Omurice is great.
Well, that just sounds like you're trying to convince
Schwarze
yourself that
Magie.
the home rice is even edible.
All right.
Hey, we all gotta go together sometime. Nanchan can finally redeem himself. Let's all go. Pretty, pretty, please.
You make it seem like I lost all my dignity back at that maid cafe.
I'll be your moral support.
Huh? For real, Kiryu-san? What the hell? Why not make a better memory with everyone? All right, to the maid cafe.
Yeah! Well, with this level of intensity, they might think we came to start a war.
Thanks for buying.
Oh,
That
great.
is certainly food.
Arigato.
I can never get over the size of this burger.
Has to be giant to satisfy that dino.
Oh, I've seen a pumpkin about that big once, around Halloween.
Huge produce like that's edible, but doesn't have much flavor. They're mostly bred for feeding livestock.
Huh. Maybe the dinosaur would like that too, then.
Maybe.
Except, isn't the dinosaur carnivorous? He's chasing a burger
Nicht
after
alle
all.
Dinos sind Fleischfresser.
Ah,
But look, the burger's got tomato and lettuce. Maybe he's an omnivore?
Now I'm actually curious what this damn thing's hungry for.
Buddy, it's all plaster.
いらっしゃいませ。
Ist nichts.
ありが
Ah, Mensch. Geht schon wieder los hier.
いらっしゃいませ。
Ein riesiger Berg. Pagal drauf. Und die Verteidigung um 2 ist so gut.
Let's dig in.
Looks
Real
good.
meal. Beef bowls are a man's best friend. Super extra large is the only way to go.
Specs.
They live up to their slogan, tasty, quick, and cheap. I've been a loyal customer for as long as I can remember.
That catchy slogan sure gets stuck in your head. It sounds simple, but succeeding at all three is a challenge.
Right. And they definitely live up to it. Wish I had a slogan too.
You got an example?
Something like speedy, strong, stupendous.
Did you just come up with that on the spot? And why include Speedy?
Speed on my feet? Duh. Fast runners are always popular.
That's the logic of an elementary school kid. Plus, to be honest, I can't imagine you running fast to save your life, Nanchan.
Yeah, I won't lie, it's pretty accurate.
So a no on that slogan for you. What would Kiryu-san's slogan be?
Strong, somber, sentimental.
Again, what was going through your mind for the last part?
What do you mean by sentimental?
He must mean that Kiryu-san's old school, like what kids these days call a throwback?
Oh, yeah, that's totally what I meant.
I get the feeling that at this point, even you don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, that slogan, you know, the word order actually changed over time. So, back in the day, it was quick, tasty, and cheap, since that was the process of how you'd experience the meal. Then they started to care more about the tasty part of their reputation.
Oh, wow, I had no idea. So they switch it up to reflect the times. That's pretty cool.
Yep, now that's what I call sentimental.
Aw, nice try. But no.
Meine Güte.
Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
is
The food.
certainly food.
Arigato.
So, jetzt war die Uhr drin. Da ist noch das hier unten. Ah, und da ist auch noch eins. Okay. Kriegen wir hin.
じろじろ見ないでもらえますか。戦闘開始だ。
Think I'll enjoy this.
Hübsche Töle.
Too easy.
Pretty bold of you.
They didn't stand a chance.
Zhao's Technik.
There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Oh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it?
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick, reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture, and the snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think
Okay.
it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? Things are going well.
Direkt aus der Küche. Hier ist noch nichts. So, was haben wir noch? die Ecken haben wir alles abgegrast. Jetzt kann ich eigentlich hier nochmal zurück wegen diesen Gedingelingen. Schauen wir mal hier später, wenn wir alles haben von ihm. Machen wir eine ganze Folge nur Drinklink. Ah. Das ist das jetzt hier mit Date.
So, let's catch up. For the record, Taichi's safely back in Okinawa by now. Saw him off at the airport personally. Bought him enough tchotchkes to fill a duffel bag. That cabaret fight shouldn't sour his memories of the city.
Good. Taichi's lucky to have you looking out. Thank you, Date-san.
Hang on. Too early to start thanking me. We need to talk about what's next.
Hmm?
Come on. Taichi's far from the only one you've shut out. You've been dead to the world. How many years?
That's what I'm supposed to be. Dead men don't keep in touch. The Daidoji faction made that clear. They only back me as long as I stick to the shadows.
Then what happens now? There's video evidence of Kazuma Kiryu still walking the earth. Force majeure, as the French call it, out of our hands. Daidoji say anything about that yet?
No, nothing so far.
As I thought, they're not omnipotent anyway. Not half as much as they were.
What are you trying to say, Date-san?
Only that, the way I see it, the Daidoji faction has reason to loosen your leash a bit. If circumstances align for a near miss or two with old friends, they'll likely be too occupied to care.
Maybe. But you're forgetting. I keep my promises, whether I'm forced to or not.
Oh, I'm well aware. But seeing Taichi didn't make you break your word, did it? You keep your distance, they never know you're there. I'm sure the Daidoji won't raise a stink.
And if I were one of them, I'd be none too happy.
Bloody hell. Does that backbone of yours ever bend? How about this, then? You know what Kamurocho's like these days. With the Tojo and Omi put to pasture, the Yakuza are just a memory. Petty criminals filled that gap. Better or worse, they're too insignificant to pin down. Cops have nothing to hold on to with them.
I get it. So what?
Some Kamurocho folk think it's worse than ever. Reminds me, Akiyama's gone quiet lately.
Akiyama.
Mhm.
You can't find him? Date-san, when was the last time you two spoke?
Just after the dissolution, I suppose. He caught when Kazuma Kiryu might have had a hand in it. Akiyama went hunting for anything he could find, but came back with nothing more than rumors. He rang me up late one night during his investigations. I've tried calling him since, but there's never an answer. He might have finally left town.
What? So he just disappeared? Do you even know if he's alive?
The thought occurred to me, so I've kept a watch going. If he shows up, the police will know. Are you worried? He's just one of plenty you've turned your back to, after all.
I'm concerned now that I know he's missing. Akiyama's a special case, however.
Maybe so. I'd venture to say, as he goes, so too goes the city. We both know, regardless of all that, Akiyama's not your only concern.
Tell me what you want from me, Date-san.
I thought I'd been clear. This whole bucket kick list of yours is an opportunity. You and the Daidoji can stay honest with each other while we get you some closure on things. Leave everything to me. Akiyama, too. I'll dig him up somehow.
Date-san.
Who else out there do you need to see? Think. Kamurocho's got a lot of faces. You spent practically half your life on those streets.
The people who meant the most to me are dead. Kazuma-san, Yumi, even Nishiki. I still visit their graves. In fact, I was just there recently. to say I'll be with them soon.
God's sake. All right, let's focus on the ones who are still above ground. Because, like it or not, that includes you, for now. So who else, hmm?
Wie geht's deiner Tochter eigentlich?
How's that daughter of yours doing?
Huh? Saya? Oh, she's fine. She's married now. 3 kids.
She's... doesn't that mean you're a grandfather? I don't believe it. You never thought to tell me?
Because that's not what we're here to talk about, damn it. All right. Quit trying to distract me, would you? Take your time if you have to. Think of Kamurocho, okay? I know there's someone there.
Kamurocho locals that I knew. Well, I guess there's Kazuki and Yuya.
There you go. That's a great call, in fact. Kazuki and Yuya. They're doing well, last I checked. As you know, Stardust fell to the Korean Mafia some time back, but it's up and running again.
Is that so?
Yep, now that we have that settled, I only have to come up with a plan. Some way the Daidoji faction will write off as a coincidence, just in case. Like with Taichi, we need the perfect setting. Give me a bit of time.
Whatever you say. I'll go along with this because I trust you. Thanks, Date-san.
Stop it. This is something I want to do. There's no need for one word of appreciation.
Super, gab wieder ein bisschen erwachen. Da waren wir jetzt. Essenstechnisch hatten wir alles. Das nächste wäre quasi hier die 2 und dann da hinten. Die wir schon. Das ist ja schon wieder.
Hello?
It's Dante, Kiryu. Could you come to the Harbor Light if you're free? We'll make for Kamurocho from there. Be sure that you're ready.
Understood. I'll come soon.
Lass uns erstmal eins beenden hier. Bevor wir schon wieder zu Bucketlist gehen. Schau über das Passieren.
You ever notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag these kids' manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini planetariums. Some even come with a claw machine.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. Might have take it you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed the little guy crafting stuff. And before I knew it, I was sitting there helping him out while the dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. All right.
Hey.
I've really gotten to know them.
Zhao's Mitarbeitervorteile.
Might be time to buy some new threads. You mind making a stop if I see a nice place?
Not at all. You have a particular brand in mind?
It's not that I don't, but I tend to go for whatever randomly piques my interest. Kinda why I can't stand shopping online.
True. Ordering online can be a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. I suck at it. I always end up with stuff that's not quite what I imagine. And returns are a hassle, so I'd usually give the clothes to my men.
Free clothes to sweeten the deal. Not bad, considering your fashion sense.
Not bad at all, right? Talk about employee benefits.
That's one way to put it. Things are going well.
Windows.
いらっしゃいませ。
Auch
Arigato.
nichts. Haben wir hier eine Bar? Und wenn da noch keine Teilzeit-Hero-Jobs wieder gekommen sind.
Bring it on.
It's over!
No big
Hardly
deal.
fair.
Hell yeah!
Bilderfeger. Was redest du mit Zhao?
Charming Hasaku face?
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app. Forgot the deadline for the sweepstakes was coming up.
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps.
They're pretty fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the prize if you win?
Let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my restaurant. And I'm sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish them off.
They have given away something more useless. All right.
Okay.